Hello, Jimmer. Good to have you with us. Welcome aboard. And well, I'm sure your fans in China are very happy to have you back. But I wonder what really made you decide to come back to China again. This is really a big decision, if you will.
You know, it's definitely a big decision. A lot goes into a decision like this each and every off season. You know, being a free agent, trying to find where you want to play. There's a lot that goes into it. You know, I was in Greece last year in the EuroLeague and had a great opportunity to play over there. But I felt like I just, you know, belong here in Shanghai. The people have, you know, treated me and my family so well. And the organization was so great to me that when we started to talk with them again, they mutually wanted me to come back as much as I wanted to come back to Shanghai. I felt like this is my second home, and you know, I love the people here, and I wanted to come back and be able to, you know, hopefully have another great season and be able to help Shanghai get back to their winning ways.
You are back to your familiar spot. On the other hand, there might be some new changes there already. What might be the changes you have noticed so far from your team?
So yeah, it's definitely different. There's some familiar faces that I played with the last year that I was there, probably 5 or 6 guys that are still the same, but you know, all the other players are different. They're guys that I've played against on other teams in the CBA, and I'm glad that a lot of them are on my team because they were difficult players to play against. So it's great to have them on my team. But you know, I'm looking forward to this new journey. You know, a lot of familiar faces when I got back, you know, out of the quarantine hotel. To see a lot of the personnel that was with Shanghai when I was there. And so that's always fun to be able to see that. A lot of the same media members, you know, so it was great to see some familiar faces, but, you know, it's awesome to see new faces as well, because I think that, you know, we're going to have a great mixture of guys this year.
And in the past, you earned a lot of honors for the league, MVP, and also you've been dubbed as a warrior, if you will. Actually, you could score 50+ points very easily on court. I mean, how are you going to further advance yourself this time as one of the leaders on the squad?
I feel like I'm as good as I've ever been. And one thing that Europe taught me how to do is to be more efficient with the basketball, be able to take good shots and make good shots when you have the opportunity. You know, a lot of team ball movement basketball. So I think that's going to be helpful this year. We have, like I said, a lot of new additions that are great basketball players, and I have a lot of trust in these guys that they're going to be able to help carry me as well. It's going to be a whole team effort. And so I'm excited for that opportunity. You know, for me, it's not necessarily about individual accolades. It's about our team winning. You know, that's what's most important. That's what people want to see. I hope to be able to be a big part of that. You know, it's about moving forward as a city of Shanghai to get our team where we feel like we need it to be, and you know, start with baby steps this year.
But compared to the top tier teams, rather, for example, the defending champions like Wang Dong and also the runners-up Liaoning and so forth, realistically, where will Shanghai Sharks be this time, and what might be your team's goal?
You know, and we're going to try to fight with them and try to fight as best we can. Obviously, our goal this year is to make the playoffs, give ourselves a chance to be able to advance in the playoffs, and that's what we want to do. We want to make the playoffs and hopefully advance in the playoffs and be one of the, you know, top teams in this league. You know, I think that's everybody's goal, but for us, I think we have a realistic shot to be able to do that if we work hard, if we play hard, and if we, you know, play together as a team. And so I think we have that opportunity. You know, we have a long way to go still, but you know, we have the talent and the you know, team to be able to go and make a good run. So I'm excited about that, and hopefully we'll be able to at some point be in the conversation with the Wang Dongs, Liaonings, Beijings of the world.
As you know, the league really is pretty much still in the bubble. And what is your take on having fans and audience to a certain degree around? And are you impressed with the current precautionary measures being taken?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, it's still an ongoing pandemic that's been going on, and they're taking every necessary precaution in order to keep us safe and to be able to continue to have basketball during the season. So it's been impressive with the protocols they have put in place to make sure that we're safe and we're able to go out there and play at the highest ability that we can. So you know, we're all doing the best that we can. Obviously, we're in the bubble right now. You know, in our hotel room, we have practice tonight, and then we, you know, start with our games tomorrow. So I'm excited for it. You know, it should be a great opportunity to be here in the bubble and to just focus on basketball.
You were a shining star in the NCAA, and you know also the Chinese university basketball system right now, namely CUBA, Chinese University Basketball Association. And in your eyes, how important is this kind of CUBA there to help Chinese basketball grow even further at the grassroots level?
Yeah, no, I think it's huge. I think it's really a great opportunity for, kids in China to develop and be able to then go off in college and be able to play at college and then be able to, further their career and move forward onto the professional levels. But also while doing that, being able to get an education so that they can, continue their career after basketball, because obviously basketball doesn't go on forever. At some point it stops, and to be able to have an education is important for a lot of these kids as well. So I think the development, kids will grow up wanting to play in the CUBA, wanting to play for a certain team, and have their goals to be able to make it to the CUBA and then be able to ultimately make it to the CBA. So I think it's great to have that. I think it's a great formula, and it's awesome to be able to see that league continue to grow.
Jimmer Fredette, such a pleasure talking to you, really, and such a great honor to have you back to our CBA, and way to go. And thank you very much indeed. I wish you all the best down the line.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Go Sharks.